Hello, and welcome to another episode of Success Coaching for a Better World. My name is Manny Nowak, and as always, it's my pleasure to be here with you today and to teach you a lesson which I hope will help your success rate go through the roof. Today, we're going to talk about prepare or repair. Always remembering that you have the choice. How are you running your business, your life, your career, your family, and your health? Are you doing the right things to prepare? Are you doing the right things to prepare for what has to be done? Or are you just caught up in spending so much time repairing damage? Repairing costs so much more than preparing. John Maxwell, and you know I'm a big Maxwell fan, in his book Talent is Not Enough says it real simply. If you are preparing today, chances are you're not going to be repairing tomorrow. You're going to be mobilating. Think about that statement and what it means to you in your life. The next time you rush the job, the next time you skip your child's event, the next time you skip out on that exercise program, the next time you skip the things you know you should be doing, how much is it going to cost? And how long is it going to take you to repair the problem? Remember, preparing is for the future. Preparing is so important. Some examples: if you don't get into a good saving and investment plan when you're young, then what happens? You spend the rest of your life trying to repair, trying to catch up. All because why? Because you didn't prepare correctly. The cost of repair far out exceeds the cost of preparing. If you don't take care of your health by exercising today, you'll have some health issues. It's almost a guarantee. And you'll have to spend your time preparing your body later. And more importantly, you're going to have to spend time repairing it. So why not prepare now? Because if you don't prepare, wow, that one got me, huh? If you don't prepare that body today and get in shape and work out, then you run the risk, of course, of having a heart attack or a dozen other things. And what happens when, ask anybody who's been there, you now have to spend your time repairing. Is it worth it? Or should you now spend more time preparing? If you don't give your customers the best product and service, then you'll spend all your time in the future repairing the damage that's done. If you keep the customer, you'll be trying to repair the damage. And if you lose the customer, you could spend years trying to get them back or trying to get somebody who's like them. Simple fact is, repairing costs much more than preparing. Simple choice is, spend your time preparing. In today's world, we're moving at lightning speed, aren't we? We're so fast. We're trying to do so many things that sometimes we just get crazy and we're like, I just don't have time to prepare. I'm going to have to wing it. And we all know what happens when we wing it, don't we? Ask yourself this question. Will you have time to fix it? Or will you have time and be able to fix it? Abraham Lincoln said it very simply when he said, if I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend 6 hours sharpening the axe, preparing. Joe Namath, the quarterback of the New York Jets, who still have pulled off what's probably considered one of the greatest upsets in Super Bowl history, said this very simple statement. What I do is prepare myself until I know I can do what I have to do. What I do is prepare myself until I know I can do what I have to do. What about you? Are you going to take that advice? In today's message, it's simple. Start spending more time preparing and watch what happens to you in life, in business, in career, in your health, and in your family. You will be simply amazed at the results you create if you just take the time to prepare properly. I tell people in sales all the time, how much are you practicing? How much are you practicing and preparing for when you get out there? Would you want to deal with someone who wasn't prepared? Would you deal with a surgeon who wasn't prepared to operate? Who didn't study your case and understand what needed to be done? Who wasn't really familiar with the technique that was going to be used? Of course not. That would be, if I asked you that question, you'd say, Manny, you're ridiculous. But think about it. Going into an account to do a sales call and not being prepared, is it any different? I'm a very busy person, and I certainly don't want to give salespeople my time. If someone comes in and they're not prepared, knowledgeable, and sharp when they're presenting to me, what's going to happen? I'm going to get them out as soon as possible, and then I'm going to have to deal with weeks of them and their manager and the rest of the company calling me trying to repair what should have never happened. Because if that person was prepared, it would have been amazing. Preparing takes time, but it yields great results. Preparing might mean you can go after less accounts, but you will close a higher percentage of work and make more money. Preparing means success for you. It's just about a guarantee. So, start spending more time, effort, and energy preparing, and you'll need so much less repairing. Manny Nowak, 856-358-4021. 856-358-4021. On the web at MannyNowak.com. That's MANNYNOWAK. MANNYNOWAK.com. And the email is Manny@MannyNowak.com. As always, my pleasure to work with you today. Go out, be prepared, and watch what happens.